Welcome to the world of policy enthusiasts. Today, we dive headfirst into the sea of Biden's student debt policies. President Biden, alongside Gen Z Congressman Maxwell Frost, has been making waves in the realm of student debt. They've set a course toward relief, canceling a substantial $1.2 billion in debt, lifting the burden from over 150,000 Americans. That's not all. They've also charted a path of loan forgiveness, a path that amounts to a staggering $138 billion, benefiting as many as 3.9 million borrowers. With these measures, Biden aims to alleviate the financial burden on millions of students. But how do young voters perceive these policies? The youth, the generation that carries the future on its shoulders, how do they view Biden's policies? As the ones who will inherit tomorrow, young voters are not just looking at a single issue. They are examining the broader picture, the interconnected web of problems and solutions that will shape the world they live in. For them, the issue of student debt is not an isolated concern, but part of a larger narrative. Biden may have made strides in addressing student debt, canceling billions in debt for millions of Americans. He's reversed policies of the past, leading to relief for those defrauded by their colleges. But for the young voters, the question remains, is it enough? The reality is that these young voters are not just students, they are also climate activists, social justice advocates, and engaged citizens. They see the link between their student loans and the state of the world. They understand that the burden of debt can stifle their ability to fight for change, to invest in clean energy, to work for a more equitable society. For them, the conversation about student debt cannot be separated from discussions on climate justice, social inequality, and international conflicts. They see the impact of these issues in their daily lives and the lives of those around them. They want policies that address not just one, but all of these concerns. Critics argue that focusing on one issue, like student debt, while neglecting others may not resonate with these young voters. It's not about choosing one over the other, but about finding solutions that address the interconnected challenges they face. And while Biden's approach may rely more on their opposition to past leadership rather than full support for his policies, it's clear that young voters are looking for more. They are looking for a holistic approach, a comprehensive plan that acknowledges the complexity of the issues at hand. While Biden's policies are a step in the right direction, it seems the youth demand a more holistic approach to addressing their concerns. While Biden's efforts are commendable, the call for broader student loan debt relief is growing louder. The Biden administration has made significant strides in addressing student debt. They've reversed a Trump-era policy, leading to the cancellation of roughly $1 billion in student debt for 73,000 defrauded borrowers. This change restores full loan forgiveness after the former education secretary had implemented partial forgiveness calculations. But there's a rising chorus of voices advocating for a more sweeping solution. Democrats, in particular, are pushing for a more profound and broader student loan debt relief. They argue that the current policies don't go far enough to address the systemic issues plaguing the student loan system. Meanwhile, President Biden believes that Congress should shoulder the responsibility of addressing this issue. His stance has sparked a fierce debate about the role of the executive branch in implementing debt relief measures. Advocacy groups are also stepping into the fray, seeking a comprehensive overhaul of the borrower defense process. This process is designed to provide debt forgiveness for students defrauded by their schools. However, critics argue that it's not robust enough to protect students from predatory practices. In the midst of this debate, Biden continues to extend the pause on student loan payments and interest. This offers potential relief for more borrowers, even as the conversation about a more comprehensive solution continues. While the fight for a comprehensive overhaul of the borrower defense process continues, Biden's policies have begun to offer some relief. From student debt to Bidenomics, let's delve into the economic impact of these policies. The American Rescue Plan, a cornerstone of President Biden's economic strategy, has quietly made significant strides. It's bolstered community initiatives nationwide, from funding fire department upgrades in Ridgeland, South Carolina, to launching mobile food markets in Ohio, and improving clean water access in Pennsylvania. These initiatives, though they may seem small in isolation, collectively contribute to the larger economic canvas. However, the landscape is not without its challenges. Inflation, that ever-present specter, looms large, casting a shadow over the success stories. Congressional gridlock, too, serves as a hindrance. slowing down the rate of progress and stymieing the visibility of the policy's positive impacts. It's a complex interplay of factors, and the impact of Bidenomics is not a straightforward narrative. Criticism and skepticism naturally are part of the discourse. The economic policies face scrutiny from various sectors of the population, reflecting the diversity of perspectives in our nation. It's a testament to the complexity of the task at hand. Managing an economy is no mean feat, and it's a task that invites varied opinions. Biden's economic policies have shown positive impacts, but it seems there's still a long road ahead. The journey of Bidenomics continues, and its story is still being written. As we navigate this journey, let's keep our minds open, our understanding broad, and our curiosity piqued.